What's going on? I'm Scott from KONIG, and this is Nick from KONIG, and today we're going to try to run through something new. We're going to try to go through some specific topics that we get some of the most frequently asked questions about and see if we can answer them in kind of a concise format, yeah?
Right. Before we get started, if you could, like this video, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna put the little animation over here.
It's down there. It's down there.
Is it that way?
It better be.
I don't know.
They just drastically moved YouTube around.
I think it's that way.
It's that way.
All right, so the first question we get asked all the time is, what does the number on the offset mean?
You want me to take that?
Yeah,
all right.
That's all you.
So this is how offset is. Let's talk about what offset is. In its basic, wheel offset is essentially the distance that the mounting surface of the wheel is offset from the center line of the wheel. So if you draw that, wheel in half, directly put a line in it. What difference is the mounting pad off center from the center line of the wheel, right? And we've talked about this in a video that we have, which you can go watch right now, where we basically call, what is wheel offset? But yet we still get questions about it. That's why we're answering it, right?
Right. That's what the number means. Cool. All right. So question number two.
Question number two.
So question number two is, what offset should I use for my car?
Yeah, this is going to be dependent on each specific car. There's not one magic number that we can use that will cover every specific type of vehicle, every single width, every single diameter. There's just not one magic number.
It varies per vehicle.
Every vehicle is going to have an offset range at a given width, okay? And so that's something you kind of have to deal with a local wheel and tire professional, or use a good online fitment guide that can help you guide into the right offset.
Question number three is, so what if I chose the wrong offset?
You are screwed. If you chose the wrong offset wheels, hopefully you didn't buy them.
Well,
right? Maybe.
Well, all right. So what happens if you buy the wrong offset?
Look, buying the wrong offset wheels.
You better sell them.
If you're outside that range that we just spoke about of what kind of fits for that width on your vehicle,
right,
you got to really make some judgment calls here. Is it too low of an offset, or is it too high of an offset? If it's too high of an offset, you probably already crashed into your strut. Now, could you remedy this by using a spacer? You could. We don't
endorse them though.
We don't do it. We just endorse them. But theoretically, a spacer would be a good fixed tool to kind of push the wheel back out, essentially lowering the offset and allowing some fitment clearance between the inner suspension or strut or whatever you're hitting.
Right.
If you're on the other way, if you order too low of an offset and the wheel is sticking out of the car, well, guess what? There is just no way to clearance that baby. You can't really mill it down. You can't take away too much from the pad in most cases. So really what you're stuck with is either having to get the right set of wheels or having to make them fit. Making a fit usually requires things like fender flares, body modifications, rolling fenders.
And it might look cool, but
we can't tell you what to do. We can't tell you to do that. So I guess the official answer is, if you do not have the right offset for your car, it's time to explore maybe selling those wheels and getting the right ones.
I just have negative offsets here.
Which is not a question, but question number four.
So question number four is negative offsets. We got a lot of questions asking about negative offsets.
So negative offsets is essentially when the mounting surface of the wheel is offset in a negative direction, meaning it would go lower, meaning that the wheel would push out of the vehicle or toward the outside part of the vehicle. And so the problem with using a negative offset wheel in many cases is that it doesn't technically fit the vehicle. If you have body modifications like fender flares, wide body, or anything like that, where you need to push the wheel out, that's where those negative offsets seem to come in. And there's very few vehicles that would use a negative offset natively. Mostly those are going to be in trucks and things like that, right? So you won't see a lot of that negative offset stuff in the KONIG line per se, and that really is because most vehicles just couldn't accept them.
All right, so the fifth question we always get asked is, the offset always going to be the same in the front as it is going to be in the rear?
Yeah, this depends on what kind of vehicle you have, right? A rear-wheel drive vehicle, they may use a different width in the rear versus the front, and in which case they may have a different offset to help them stagger the wheel correctly and actually have it line up well with the body line of the car.
Right.
On an all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive kind of car, you're going to be using the same offset, the same width. Yeah, all the way around. So in that case, the answer would be yes, but it would all depend. Every vehicle is going to be a little bit different, and I think that's the point when we get into this. with offset and width, you just want to make sure that you talk to a local wheel and tire professional or somebody that's very knowledgeable about wheels that can help you choose the right offset and width for your car and make sure you have no fitment issues.
Right. So that's it for this video. We thought we'd answer some of the most frequently asked questions on this particular topic, being offsets. We get a lot of questions about a whole bunch of other topics, and we're looking to do more videos in the future, answering some of those topics as well, going a little bit in depth on some of the questions that you guys ask us.
So if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer on any given topic, send them in to questions@konigwheels.com, and you may find your question answered in one of these videos. So I guess that's it for wheel offsets. If you want to catch up with more, make sure you subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. That's cool. Yeah, notification bell. Anyhow, that's it for wheel offsets. We'll catch you next time. Take care.